Hello everyone, my name is Jack Chappell. I upload business, entrepreneurship, investing, and finance videos pretty much every day, so hit that subscribe button. Now today, we are talking about how to make money as a kid. And I got a bunch of different ways here, and I did a lot of these. I guess I'm not a kid anymore, I'm a young adult, I'm 23 years old, but a lot of these ways apply today, still apply today, and a lot of these a couple of these are new ways that I haven't really tried. So we're gonna get going here. So I just wanna mention here that if you're a kid, if you're between the ages of 7 and 12 years old, you're not going to be making thousands and thousands of dollars, most likely, although I have one or two ways on here where you could do that. But for the most part, these are ways where I used to make hundreds of dollars every single month, just doing this as a kid. So we're going to get going here. So the number one, this isn't going to make you a ton of money, but it is a way for you to have fun and still make money. So this one is a little bit creative here. So this one is selling video game coins. This is something that not a lot of people know, because if you go online and you look at all the how to make money as a kid videos, all of them kind of say the same stuff, and they don't mention a lot of some of the stuff that I did. And this was one of them, was selling video game coins online. So, if you like playing video games, if you like playing sports games, especially like on PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, you like playing NBA, NHL, or maybe you like just playing games on your phone or whatever, a lot of games that involve coin trading, you can actually sell those to websites online. One of them is actually called mmorog.com. And you can buy and sell coins on there. So, for example, there are days where you can play video games for 4 or 5 hours as a kid, and you can make $5 to $10 worth of coins. If you were to do that every day after school, that's what, $50 a week instead of doing a paper route? That's one way that you can make money. Another way that you can make money is doing a paper route, I guess, but we're not going to write that one down. So this is kind of the making money without really trying way and still having fun. So selling coins online, that is something that you guys can do. So we're going to move on to number 2 here. We're going to talk about something that I did where I actually made some pretty good money in elementary school doing this. So, catch trends. What do I mean by that? So when I went to elementary school, this was probably grade 3 or 4 that this happened, or 5, somewhere around there. And the coolest new trend was Livestrong bracelets. I know, right? Those Livestrong bracelets that were for cancer awareness or whatever they were for. So I remember seeing them at some whatever knockoff store for like 50 cents a piece. And, I had money, so I paid for them. My mom paid for some. My mom gifted me some of those. So I had like 50 to 100 of these Livestrong bracelets. And what did I do? I went to my school and started selling them for $2 to $4 a piece. So every time I sold one of them, I'd make $1.50 to $3.50. And when you do that with enough bracelets, and you have to I had to buy more once, I had to restock once, then that can be hundreds of dollars by doing that. In fact, I got to the point where people were seeing that I was making money, and so I hired 2 of my friends and I gave them a commission for selling Livestrong bracelets. One of them made me $14, as I remember. This was in grade 3 or 4. And so he brought over this coin bag saying like, oh hey, I sold this many, $14. You guys can do that too. And my other friend only sold like $4 or $5 worth of stuff, so we're going to ignore him. He was a bad salesman. But so how would this apply today? How could you catch a trend and sell stuff today to friends or whatever at recess? And so one thing that I know is extremely popular right now, one trend, it's probably near the end of it right now, but it would be like a fidget spinner. Those things that you spin and they're somehow the newest cool thing, right? So you can buy those in bulk for about $1. At certain stores, you can buy them for $1, sometimes on Amazon, sometimes from manufacturers. So you can buy them wherever. If you can find a bunch of fidget spinners for $1, which I'm sure you can, buy a bunch of those, and start selling them for $3 a piece, or $4 a piece, or $5 a piece. So that's what I would do. That's one thing that you could do. That's just one example of just catching trends. And you can sell stuff at school to your friends using their lunch money. That's what I used to do for my Livestrong bracelets. I'd get a portion of their lunch money, and they would still be able to pay for lunch, but I would, make money. They'd get a bracelet, and so on. So catch trends. That's an important thing that you can do. Now, I know a lot of you are really shy and probably aren't salespeople, but I swear, if you were to go out with a bucket full of fidget spinners and show everyone, like, hey, you just go up to people, hey, do you want one? Hey, do you want one? Well, it's $4. You're going to sell some. You're going to sell some. I was a shy kid, and I still sold a bunch of stuff, right? A bunch of Livestrong bracelets. So we're going to move on to number 3 here. This one I like to call the lunch market. So this is really similar to catching trends, and then we're going to get on to some more tech stuff that's more modern. But this is stuff where it applied to me mainly 10 years ago. So what I used to do is I used to buy, whatever, pizza or junk food or candy, and I'd bring that stuff to school. So I'd buy it for really cheap, and then I'd cook it, or if it was pizza, and then I'd bring it to school pretty much every single day. And because I was with a bunch of people that either had to buy their lunch or with a bunch of people that weren't allowed to have junk food because their parents were super healthy or the school wasn't giving out junk food, guess who had all the good stuff? It was me. So for example, if I would buy a mini pizza or something for $2, I would be able to sell it to someone for $3 or $4 that day at lunch. Right? And this would happen every day. Sometimes it would just be slices of pizza, right? And sometimes it would be candy or gum. Right? Everyone wants gum and candy, right? So if you were to buy those in bulk from get your mom to take you to a Costco or something, you were to buy those yourself for even $5 or $10, get like a big thing of candy, go to school and sell it for, instead of $1 a piece or 50 cents a piece, you can sell it for $2 or $3 a piece. And you're going to be able to do that in most scenarios. So I call that the lunch market because I probably didn't make, more than $200, but I still made money doing that. Just selling food. Seriously. You'd be surprised in elementary school. Now, I don't know if the rules are still the same, but that is something that you guys can think about. It is, if you have a lot of friends too, that's really easy to do. So we're going to move on to some more stuff that might be more applicable to people that are a little bit shy, I guess. So we're going to move on to YouTube / Twitch, whatever, Patreon, etc. So it is easier now, more than ever, to make money online. And if you're a little kid, right? If you're 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, then this is an option for you. If you like playing video games, here's what you do. If you like playing them on the computer specifically, all you have to do is sign up for Twitch. And when you play, even if you're super boring when you play, just upload the stream to Twitch. You never really know what can happen. What if you build up a following and people start donating to you? I mean, there are people on Twitch that make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, they're a little bit older, but you can still try this as a kid. And maybe it turns into a little bit of a side job for you. Maybe you start making $100 a month off it, or $200 a month. Maybe you upload some of your stuff to YouTube where you can make thousands of dollars a month like I do. So that's an option for you. If you like playing video games as a kid, just go to Twitch or just start your YouTube channel. So this doesn't just apply to video gamers. This applies to any little kid out there. Now, your parents may not like this, but as long as you're uploading content that is like A-OK and PG or G-rated, then start uploading YouTube videos. Even if it's just you and your friends vlogging through the day at recess, right? You upload that to your YouTube channel, I can guarantee you people are going to want to watch it. People are going to want to watch it. And so that's what I recommend you can do. Just start uploading YouTube videos, Twitch videos, Patreon videos. I mean, I remember when I started on YouTube, in my first month, I made like $50. I was just up, that was a video about Godzilla. I made a video about Godzilla on my science channel, and it made me $50, and I only spent 8 hours working on the video. So maybe you guys can do that too. Maybe you guys, whenever you have to make a presentation for school, maybe you guys just upload the presentation to YouTube. That could be something that you guys should do. So that's a way for you guys to pick up money as a kid. Now we're going to move on to number 5 here. So this is something that is simple, but not everyone likes. And that is, excuse me here. Oh, the marker's running out a little bit. Parents. Steal money from your parents. No, I'm kidding. Although you can do that. I think I might have did that a little bit as a kid, like $5 here, $5 there. So what do I mean by your parents? Now, this isn't for everyone. I probably wouldn't have done this. Actually, I did once, actually. But I know that your parents are going to tell you to do all your chores, and you should do all those, right? However, for additional stuff, if your parents want help, maybe you're a little kid and your dad still mows the lawn, maybe say, hey, pay me $5 and I'll mow the lawn for you if you're really little, okay? Now, a lot of your parents are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should be doing all this stuff for free. However, if you're really little and your parents, whatever, want a night out, maybe you babysit your little brother, right? Or for $5. Or just ask your parents, hey, maybe instead of mom vacuuming the entire floor, maybe I can do that for $5. Some parents will be willing to pay you, whatever, $10 a week for you to just vacuum the house. That is a really simple and easy way for you to make a little bit of extra money is just, and it might be better for your family, to be honest, to relieve some stress from your parents. I mean, I can guarantee your mom doesn't like cleaning the house, or your dad doesn't like cleaning the house, or they don't like doing the dishes. And I know a lot of you have to do that for free, which is, everyone does. Everyone has to do chores for free. However, there are certain parental responsibilities which your parents won't ask you to do that you can probably ask them for a few dollars to do them. So whatever that is in your household, that could be an option for you guys. Now, this isn't an allowance. That is completely different. This is physically doing work for your parents. It's just you're asking your parents instead of other people. Now we're going to move on to, other people. So this is, number 6 is babysitting / pet sitting. If you are a kid and you're like 7 to 10 years old, you're not going to be asked to babysit or probably not to pet sit. But if you're like 11, 12, 13 years old and you're a kid and you're kind of just maybe a preteen, you can probably do these things. I mean, I was babysitting when I was 12. So maybe you guys can do that too. I mean, I was paid pretty well. I was paid like $10 an hour to babysit. So in one night I could make like $40, which was pretty good. Pretty good. So babysitting and pet sitting. How do you get started in that? Post flyers, I guess you can. I wouldn't recommend posting online, but post flyers, go around and ask the neighbors, ask your friends' parents, That's what I did. It wasn't online stuff. It was just people that I knew. I'd go up and ask them, hey, if you want me to babysit your 5 or 6 year old, they probably won't ask you to babysit actual babies, but maybe kids that are 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, they're probably going to ask you to babysit. So that's what you guys can do. Just go up to your friends' parents, go up to people your neighbors, and ask them, hey, I'm willing to babysit your kid or your pet. And you can make, in one night, $20, $30, $40, depends. That's a really good way. Actually, there was one summer where all I did was babysit, and I think I was probably 13 at the time. And all I did was babysit. I was able to pay for an Xbox 360 in about a month and a half. And I was 13 years old when I did that. I think I was 13. All cash. So that's something that you guys can do. Babysit and pet sit. Now we're going to move on to number 7 way, is old school. We're just going to write this here, old school stuff. So this is what people don't want to do. This is stuff like mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, doing yard work for your neighbors, lemonade stands. These are the things that I did as a kid, yet I know a lot of kids for whatever reason just don't want to do. They don't want to physically do labor to make money. So, but it's a good way. I mean, there was actually I was reading this story about how the kid was about 15. He wasn't a kid; he was a teenager, right? 15, 16 years old, and he actually started his own lawn mowing business. And he was just going around mowing neighbors' lawns. And then eventually, he was starting to get so much business that he couldn't do it all himself. So he ended up hiring a friend. And then he would pay him a certain amount of money. He would keep a certain amount of the profits, and they would all mow lawns. And then they got more business. And eventually he launched his own company. And eventually he got to the point where he had 10, 15 people mowing lawns, and this lawn mowing business turned into a company worth $1 million. A lawn mowing business that this kid started at 15 years old. So that's an old school way for you to make some money. Just all the old school stuff, paper routes, lemonade stands, mowing lawns, shoveling snow. All right, that's ways that you can make money. Just go up and ask your neighbors, especially if you're in a middle class to upper middle class neighborhood. The parents don't want to mow the lawn. The parents don't want to do that stuff. The old people living there, they'll pay you $10 or $5 to $10 to do it, for sure. Although, yeah, I guess you're going to have to keep in mind like expenses like gas and maybe borrowing your own parents' lawnmower, but stuff like that. Or maybe using the neighbor's lawnmower, right? So anyways, that's what I want you guys to think about. Now, here's the thing, is that there's other ways to make money as a kid. Like I was seeing on some of the other videos, like swag bucks, like filling out surveys. But we're talking, that gives you pennies. We're talking, if you were to do that and go out, fill out surveys and there's one where you get paid to watch videos, but you know the quantity of surveys and videos you'd have to go through in order for you to make $50? I mean, we're talking days of your life will go by doing that. And so the only way, I guess the one which won't probably pay you a lot is the selling video game coins, but you're going to have fun doing that. You're going to have fun playing video games. Right? These other ones here, you can make a lot more money. I mean, maybe your parents probably won't pay you too much, but a lot of these you can make a lot of money. And I did pretty much all of these except for asking parents for money, I guess. So that's something that you guys can do. So what do you guys think of this list? Now I want in the comments below, what did I miss here? What are some ways more ways that you can make money as a kid? I'd like to know. These are some of the ones that I like. So I think that's going to wrap this up though. And I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, leave a like. Remember to check out, I have some, if you want to learn more about how to make more money, I have a Wealth Accelerator program in the link below. And you guys should check that out. I think that's we have almost 100 people signed up for it now, somewhere around there. And everyone's loved it so far. I mean, usually when I make a program, like 1 or 2 people like really don't like it. But everyone's loved that one so far. So that's been really good. So make sure to go check that out in the link below. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. You're all very beautiful people. I'll see you guys in the next video.